I'm Julie Bartkey with this Senate update, tucked away here in the Education Building at the Minnesota State Fairgrounds just days before the fair is expected to get underway. To preview what you can see if you visit the Senate booth, we have Scotty Magnuson with Senate information. And Scotty, let's begin with what's new here at the Senate booth.
What we have new will be a display of the Senate building, new Senate building that will open in January of 2016. And we will have a brochure that will answer a lot of questions that people have. It will show the large amount of space now available for the public, extra hearing rooms. In the past, our hearing rooms in the Capitol could only accommodate 75 or so. I believe we have at least two that can accommodate over 200 people.
Okay, and speaking of questions, always a fan favorite here is the annual survey. So what can people expect in terms of that?
Well, again, what we will have is approximately 14 questions, and what we try to do is take issues that were dealt with last session and left unresolved, or will likely be new issues that we'll be dealing with in the next legislative session.
Scotty, typically, how many people visit the Senate booth on an average year?
My guess, it's hard to get an exact number, but I would say somewhere between 30 and 40,000 individuals. In terms of the survey itself, we generally average between 6,000 and 7,000. The House is right next to us, and they generally have about a third more. Is in terms of the access. Usually people stop there first. They don't always take both, but I think it's fair to say we get at over 30,000 people.
So hard to predict, of course, but given your experience here, do you expect it to be another busy year?
Absolutely, absolutely. And that's one of the things I've noticed over the last 30 years in terms of my involvement with this booth, is that probably the 80s, early to mid 90s, it was difficult getting people into the booth. But for the last 15, 20 years or so, people want to weigh in on, give their opinions. And so, yes, with all the politics we've seen over the last year or so, absolutely, I expect a very busy year.